I don't know how much you can actually see. I'm just trying to finish getting ready here. Good morning, good morning. It is dentist day, D-Day, dentist day. And I'm not feeling too anxious. Just feeling a little bit. I can kind of see what I'm doing in the mirror. I'm just doing my hair. So today is basically just x-rays and evaluation. And so I'm not really afraid of being hurt necessarily. I'm not looking forward to them spraying cold water on my sensitive tooth or blowing air on my sensitive tooth or whatever it is they have to do, tapping it and stuff. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm hoping it's not as sensitive as I'm fearing it will be. And so I'm not looking forward to that, and I'm really praying that my teeth are in good shape and I don't need anything major done. We can't afford a root canal, and I do not want to get my tooth pulled. So if it comes down to that, we'll have to decide if we want to pay for a root canal, or I just put up with the tooth until I can't stand it anymore and get it extracted. But at this point, it is not bothering me enough for me to get it extracted. So there's that, and it'll have to bother me a lot worse than it is for me to get to that point. I know a lot of you will say, oh, but the longer you wait, the worse it'll be. I don't care. Honestly, having a tooth pulled at the dentist is like a major fear of mine. And honestly, I told my husband that if it has to be pulled, I am going to have to just be, that's Olivia getting ice for her cup, if you can hear that pounding. If I have to have it pulled, I'm going to have to just be put to sleep and have someone drive me and then come, drive me home, because I don't want to feel it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it. None of it. So, yeah, I don't usually curl the long parts of my hair. So I think that's all I'm really going to do. And I woke up dizzy this morning with the stupid sinuses, which I feel like that might be a huge contributing factor to my tooth problem. I'm hoping that's what he says. I'm hoping he say, oh, it must just be your sinuses, because you know what? I'll live with this tooth sensitivity if it's just, there's nothing that can be done about it. If I know what it is. See, that's the main thing. It's like, I've had this particular tooth checked twice before, but it's been several years, and it was a different dentist. That dentist, I liked him a lot, but he retired. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't sought out another dentist, because it's hard to find one that you like, And dentists, unfortunately, they kind of have a bad rap for being dentists. I'm sure the whole dentist bad rap that dentists have and the phobia that people have of dentists stems back to the olden days when they had nothing. They really didn't even know what they were doing. There was no anesthetic, and everything that was done in your mouth usually ended up with an extraction, because they didn't have fillings and stuff like that. And usually the dentist was not even, like, he had no training whatsoever. He just, I don't know. I think I've heard that in some towns the dentist was the blacksmith, because he had the tools to do it. So anyway, I think that's where the whole phobia of dentists come from. And honestly, I shouldn't even be that afraid, because I haven't really ever been hurt by a dentist. The worst experience I ever had with a dentist was actually a hygienist who, oh my goodness, she was so rough. Every tooth in my head was bleeding. My gums were bleeding when I got done with just a cleaning. That was not good, and I never went back to them. So anyway, we got to head out soon. I'm going to take Olivia to school and then go directly to the dentist. And when I get home, I'll let you know what the dentist said. Well, I just got out of the dentist. Good news. They could find absolutely nothing wrong with my teeth where I've been having all that sensitivity. He did say that he did grind a little bit of my filling down because he said sometimes they will can cause a little issue, but he did find a cavity on this side, which I'm going to be going back in a couple weeks to get that taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and get home, and then we can talk about it a little bit more when I get home. Well, I'm home. I thought I better just finish what I was saying before I go back in the house because Scott's home. He started to work this morning, and his car started giving him trouble, so he had to come back home, and he's going to work on his car today. But I am just so relieved that I do not have to have a root canal. I do not have to have an extraction. I have one small cavity on this side that I'm going to get filled. And he did say something about getting some kind of cleaning done, like that's going to take like 3 visits. And I'm not sure about that, because it's going to be expensive. I asked them, like these specialty cleanings are like $190 or $180 each, and I have to do that twice. And then like a general cleaning is like 90 something dollars. So you're talking close to $500 just to get my teeth cleaned. I'm not sure. I'm going to talk to him about it and make that decision. But I'm definitely going to get that tooth filled, because you want to make sure you get those taken care of before, because it's not even been bothering me at all. So get it taken care of before it starts causing problems. All right, I'm going to go in. I haven't had coffee. I had nothing today. So I'm going to fix something to eat and make myself an iced tea because it's too late in the day for coffee. Well, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and I just had a couple clips thrown at you from yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a screwed up day. I had to take Olivia to school early, and I went straight from there to the dentist. Then I came home. Scott was home because he was on his way to work yesterday morning, and his car started running real bad. So he turned around and came home. And so yesterday was a whole lot of him trying to figure out what was wrong with the car, getting parts, and then deciding things. And then I ended up going to pick up Olivia in the afternoon, and we went straight to town and had to pick up some prescriptions for Scott. And then while I was in Walmart, they have their Christmas shop open already. Yeah, I know. So of course we had to go in there and look. You have to get stuff early. If you see something you like, you need to get it, because I'm telling you, within a week, you go back and it'll be gone. So I have a tiny little Christmas shop haul to share with you in a little bit. So anyway, then by the time I got home, it was time. Immediately got home. I had to start fixing supper. And I did not have a chance to pick up the camera again yesterday. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I just got back from taking Olivia, and I have not even had coffee yet this morning. But Scott is still home. The parts that he put on his car yesterday did not fix the problem. He thinks he knows what's wrong with it. He ordered a part, and it's supposed to get here today. Our spare car that is eventually going to become Olivia's car wouldn't start. So he had to stay home again. And yeah, he's not very happy about that, let me tell you. He's like, he had this backup car for a reason, and it's not a backup car. And we're paying for insurance on that hunk of junk. Anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, today it's going to be a little challenging to video because Scott's home and he doesn't pay attention to when I have the camera in my hand. He can come just barreling through a room, talking to me away, and I will be trying to film something. So there may be some interruptions. The video may not flow very smoothly. We'll see. But the big thing I want to get done today is tomorrow my sweet aunt is coming for a visit, her and my uncle. They're just staying for a few hours. They're on the way through to a little getaway that they're doing. And it happened to be going through this area, so they made a point to stop and visit. I'm very, very excited about, looking forward to that. But today I need to get the house spick and span. It's not bad except for the kitchen. Let me show you the counter here in a minute. The rest of the house just needs to be picked up, maybe dusted, just, you know, a little bit of tidying here and there. But I mainly need to work in the kitchen today, so we're going to be doing that. And I want to get some muffins / cupcakes made for them. And I'll share that recipe with you. It's so easy. It's not even really a recipe. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get my coffee. I thought I'd take this minute to update you. Scott is outside doing chores, so that is a perk of having him home. He's doing all the chores for us. Hi, Bubby. And, hi, baby. Oh, he's such a snuggler. Yes, he's such a snuggler. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, yeah, get off here. Thought I'd take this minute to update you while he's outside, occupied, and I'm gonna get my coffee and then we'll get busy in the kitchen. First thing I need to do is bring my houseplants in. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do that yet, but it's been getting quite chilly in the evenings, over the overnight hours, and it's actually supposed to be in the 30s, not frost or freezing yet. But tonight it's supposed to be like 37 or something. And it's just time. It's time to bring them in. I've already brought one in, but I'm going to have to rearrange this area because all my plants are going to go right there. And I'm going to have to move. This is all like dog food and stuff. I'm going to have to move that off of there and find a different spot for it because it's going to be blocked and I'm not going to be able to get to it very easily. So I'm not going to film that part because it's going to be a lot of shuffling around and rearranging, and I don't even know yet what I'm going to do. So I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. I did bring the one plant in already. This actually belongs to the church, and I brought it home because it was looking pretty pitiful, and it's looking so good now. But I think I'm going to keep it here this winter and next spring and summer, and then maybe take it back to the church next winter. It's just because they turn the temperature down in the church building throughout the week, and I think it's just too cold for these plants. So, and it's just now starting to look so much better, and I don't want to take a chance of it like going backwards. I think if it gets another full year here, then I can take it back next fall to the church and it will better survive the winter. But I do plan on bringing it back every spring and putting it out on my deck and taking good care of it, because for whatever reason I have no ability to grow plants. I'm terrible at it, but for whatever reason I can grow these peace lilies. I don't know why, but I have a knack for growing these things. So anyway, let me go ahead and get this all the way I want it, and I'll bring it back when it's all done, hopefully. Let me show you guys something. I can't even believe this. All right, this is where my bamboo plant goes. First of all, look how much it's grown. Oh my goodness, just over the summer. But look at this. It was sitting right next to my pot of impatiens. And how do these things reseed themselves? How do they do this? Do you guys know? Because I did not plant impatiens in this pot. But yet here they are. I'm going to leave them. They probably die. Like I said, I can't grow nothing except for a apparently a bamboo tree and peace lilies. But I'm just like shocked. I can't believe that. And let me show you something else. Here's my impatient plants. Every year for the last, I don't know, many, many years, I've put impatiens in these 2 pots. Right there was where the bamboo plant was. This pot has been here, like I said, years and years and years. Look down here. See all those? Those are volunteers. I don't know where they've come from. And the other thing that's odd, I did not plant a white impatient this year. But there's a white one. And there's a white one in my pot of, my bamboo pot too. It's crazy. I need to figure out how these things, I mean, so it's like, if I didn't buy new ones, new plants every year, would these pots reseed themselves? Because I don't know how. I don't know how they reproduce and spread. It's obviously got to be a seed of some sort. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments below, because I'd really like to know how this is happening. I'm not mad about it. It's just strange to me. All right, these 2 pot plants, they're so big and they're so heavy. I don't know if I can manage them on my own. I might be able to manage the smaller one, but I think I'm gonna either have to have Scott help me. He's out in the garage doing something, puttering around waiting for his part to show up. Or if he's too busy, I'm gonna have to wait till Travis gets home to move those for me. And they're so big, I don't know if they're gonna fit in my dining room where I want to put them. I'm gonna have to trim a lot off. I know that. All those leaves that are like yellowing, that I can trim all that off and it'll make it not as bushy. But yeah, let me show you what I did in the dining room. I had a change of plans already. I was gonna put them right here. I was gonna put this bench in front of here and put them both in front of here. But then I realized, first of all, I'm gonna have to move all of that, which I knew. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be a pain. But then I'm like, oh, we're just gonna cover up all of my blue glass. Those ginormous plants are gonna cover them up. So I didn't wanna do that. So I moved it there. I don't get into this cabinet hardly ever. So that's where I'm gonna put them. If I can fit both of them, I might have to put this little one and one of the big ones on there and then put the other big one there. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do because I don't think both huge peace lilies are gonna fit on that bench. Oh. I have a love-or-hate relationship with these plants. My 2 giant ones out on the deck, I love them. They're so beautiful and they have sentimental value because one was from my mother's funeral and the other one was from my brother's funeral. So I'm not gonna pitch them, get rid of them, let them die or anything like that. But yet, for the vast majority, like 9 months out of the year, they take up so much room in my house and I only have limited window space. Very, very limited window space. Like this is about the only spot in my house that gets decent sunlight. So anyway, so I have very, very few options. I tried keeping one of the peace lilies down in the basement one year because someone told me, or I read somewhere, that peace lilies don't need much sunlight and they don't need to be watered very much. Well, whoever told me that, or wherever I read that, they are completely wrong. Peace lilies do need a lot of sunlight and they need a lot. Well, they don't want direct sunlight. They like shade, but they can't subsist in darkness, like in a basement. And they do need a lot of water. They tell me all the time when they need water because they get really, really droopy. And so I water them thoroughly at least once a week. But anyway, Scott's coming in, so I'm gonna maybe have him help me bring those huge plants in. All right, that is the best I can do. I've tried it multiple different ways, rearranging things, moving things around. This is the best it's gonna get. It doesn't block this. The only issue is that these stick out here and might block, well, it does block this a little bit, but it's gonna be fine. The family will probably complain because they always do every year when I bring my plants back in the house. But that's the best I can do. And I don't mind the way it looks. So, all right, I am going to get some lunch because it's 11 and that's when I typically break my fast. And I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna eat some lunch and then we will get started in here. Look at that. One of you commented in one of my videos recently that poor Cheryl, she has to always clean off her counter before she can do anything. That is not a lie. That is so true. This, like everyone has an area in their home where just stuff collects, and that is my island. I call it an island. My island. My table, not bad. My purse is there from when I took Olivia to school this morning. But otherwise, not much on there. But this is where everything lands. Everything. And I'm just as guilty as everybody else in the family, so it's not just them. But after I eat, I'm going to get this cleaned off, and then we're going to get those muffins / cupcakes in the oven. Alrighty, I just finished my, sorry about my fingers, just finished my yummy salad, and it is time to clean this counter off. And yes, Edna's going. Hopefully that's not too annoying for you. But this counter is just ridiculous. A lot of this stuff is things that, frankly, I've put here, but not all of it. Definitely not all of it. I didn't put this there. I might have put this there. So let me go ahead and get this all cleaned off. This is stuff like back there's some apples. We went back to the apple orchard on Saturday and got some more because those apples are so good. And then that's dog food and things that I got in my latest Chewy.com order. So I got to get all that stuff put away. This is candy I got at an Amish store. Scott and I went to an Amish store on Saturday. They had a really good deal on boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So we picked up some of that. And then they had this big old thing of candy for $1.99. And our church does the trunk or treat. So I'm just going to donate this towards that. So anyway, let me go ahead and just set this to music. And let's get this stuff put away. Oh, and by the way, I'm watching. Let me show you what I'm watching. There's Edna doing her thing. I got it muted so I can talk to you, but I can't even. Hurricane Milton. It's supposed to hit Florida tomorrow. I just can't even. They're saying it's going to be probably a category 3 when it hits Florida. Currently it's a category 4. I think it was a category 5 at some point overnight, but it was just out in the middle of the ocean. I don't think it's hit. It came real close to Mexico. I don't know if it, what it's done in Mexico, but you can kind of see its track. It's about ready. It's going to hit Tampa. So, oh my goodness. I can't even believe another giant storm hitting. Thankfully, the only thing I guess good you can say about it is that it's a lot smaller than Hurricane Helene, and it's hitting further south. So Appalachia, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, hopefully all of them, the people in those states will not see any of this. Hopefully they don't even see any of the rain, because they definitely don't need that. I'm just praying for them. I really am. I'm praying for them. So, and it looks like people are heeding the warnings to leave. And I hope they are, because I don't think Milton is somebody to be messing around with. All right, let's get that counter cleaned off. right, Edna is finally done, so I can do this little haul in quiet. I wanted to show you these things that we picked up from the Christmas shop and Walmart yesterday. Also, one of you asked me if Olivia has been using this herb for her kidney stones, and I wanted to say yes. We got this tea. She doesn't drink it very often because she doesn't like the taste of it, but yes, we do have it, and I'm trying to encourage her to drink 1 cup of it every day, and even just like gulp it down like medicine or something. But I told her if she added some honey to it, it might be better, because she would just drink it without anything in it the last time. So anyway, yes, we are trying this. This is an herb that is supposed to break up kidney stones. We're trying just about anything. Then these mugs, we got these actually at Dollar General. This is the one for me. I picked this one out. Of course, it has a little doxy on it. I miss my doxies so much. Don't be surprised if in the next year or so we don't have a little dachshund, because all of us in the family are really missing our doxies. But anyway, I can't see myself wanting another puppy for at least a year, because we're just finally getting some reprieve from Percy. So, but anyway, but in my experience, my doxy puppies weren't nearly as hard to deal with as Percy. So anyway, picked this up for me, couldn't pass that up. And then Olivia saw this one and thought it was beautiful, and so she picked that one up. Obviously, those are Christmas and won't be used right now. This is something Olivia purchased from Walmart. She absolutely loves Stitch. It's her favorite cartoon. This is a countdown calendar, and she's already started counting down because her dice, these little dice that you flip around, she said as long as it gets into the double digits and not the triple digits before Christmas, you can keep track. Now, I don't know if 85 days is accurate. I haven't figured it out, but anyway, this was what Olivia picked up. And then I picked these up. Now, from the time my kids were really little, I would buy them a Christmas ornament every year. Well, Travis is an adult. Well, they're both adults, but I decided when they were still living at home that I would have a cutoff date, an age where I would not buy them ornaments anymore. Well, Travis hit that number a couple years ago, so I didn't get him an ornament last year, but I saw this one. And if you guys have been following my channel for any amount of time, you know how much my son loves Mountain Dew, and I couldn't pass it up, and it looks so realistic, but it's just an ornament, so I'm going to give him this ornament. Olivia, I still buy ornaments for her every year, and she chose this one. Like I said, she absolutely loves Stitch. And then I got this one for me because I absolutely love the Pillsbury Doughboy, and I have a tree downstairs that I have Pillsbury Doughboy Christmas lights on, so I'm going to hang this on that tree down in my vintage room. And then I picked up this lying down deer. So cute, so vintage looking, and I couldn't pass it up because it's so adorable. So that's my little Christmas shop haul. Now let's get those muffins made. Well, Scott's part came for his car, and he's got it on already, and he's out test driving it, so let's cross our fingers and hope that it worked. He's pretty good at about diagnosing problems, so I'm pretty confident, unless it's something really, really wacky going on. But anywho, this recipe is so easy, I can't even really justify it and call it a recipe, but it is so good. You just take a spice cake mix. If you don't have a spice cake mix, you can use a yellow cake mix and add your own spices to it. 1 can of pumpkin, regular pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling, regular pure pumpkin, and 1 egg. That's all it is. You beat it up till it's nice and smooth and combined. Put it in muffin liners, bake it according to the package directions for cupcakes. So I have my oven preheating to 375, and I'm going to bake it for 13 to 18 minutes. And then once they're completely cool, I'm going to frost them with some dairy-free cream cheese frosting that I have, and sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top. Or no, grate some nutmeg on top. Take that back. And that's all there is to it. So let's get this recipe whipped together. I know I said in my fall decor home tour video that I was not going to buy any new pillow covers for these old worn out pillows until next year, but I saw these on Amazon. I couldn't pass them up. They are so stinking cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on these pillows, these worn out ones. They are a little big. I couldn't find any that fit this size pillow exactly, but I'll make it work. So I tried to put it on those worn out fall pillows and they were just too small. Just didn't look right. So I put it on these pillows, which are the right size. So that will work out perfect. And I will see if I can find some pillow covers to cover that will fit those other pillows, other fall pillows. If I can't, then I might just let Olivia use the stuffing out of them for her projects, and I'll just throw the covers away on those other ones. But anyway, yeah, I just could not get it to look right with those smaller pillows. There was just too much extra space. So I brought these pillows up from downstairs. I think they look fallish. And then of course there's those owl pillows. I can't really show you what the couches and stuff are going to look like tomorrow because I am not going to change these furniture covers till tomorrow morning. So if I do it tonight, I'll be wasting my time because Oliver sheds so bad. So I'm going to wait till the morning and put brand new furniture covers on and get the pillows where I want them. But you know, other than the couches and stuff, this room is pretty much spotless. So that's all I really need to worry about in the morning is getting those couches situated. Alright friends, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending the day with me as I prepared to have company. I hope you give that really simple recipe a try. Those
muffins really are super delicious, very, very moist and flavorful, and not horribly bad for you because there's no added oil. But anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will talk to you all later. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye, friends.